Hey beauties, good afternoon to you. Alright, so no filters, no makeup today. Every now and again I do it. So sometimes when I see people come on my post and say, oh, the filters in me, I'm like, what's wrong with these people? I love myself and so on. I like just the enhancements and so on. It's part of. Listen, I did a video before I get into what I was saying, what I want to say, sorry. I did a video to say, can you imagine the people who make all the makeup, the perfumes, the wonderful things that we use to accentuate, for the aesthetic purposes, and nobody supports them. Somebody has to wear the makeup. The people who create the filters, somebody has to use it. That's why they create it. God gave us all creativity. So somebody needs to use it. Hey, we're really negative, We're so negative. It's like everything bothers us. If you see somebody wear makeup, you have on too much makeup. You see somebody wear this, they're showing off and so forth. Like what one man said to me, that you're saying something, but yet you're really showing yourself. And I'm saying, yes, I have to love myself. For me to love you, I have to love myself. We read, we watch things and we listen to respond as opposed to watch and listen to understand. And I said to myself, critical thinking skills they're lacking in the minds of many. Somebody has to do it. Somebody has to wear the jewelry. Somebody has to wear the earrings. Somebody has to wear the makeup. That's why the companies make them. That's why the companies create them. Somebody needs to use it. So when they tell people don't use them, leave. That's why they create it. So who is going to use it when they don't use it? That's how they get paid. When you do your job to earn, if somebody don't use your service, how are you going to earn? You have to think a little bit above. So, but every now and again, I'll agree that people can show themselves, but don't curse them if they don't. Sometimes people are battling, self-confidence, issues, or I should say self-worth concerns or issues, self-esteem issues. I said that one of the things that I figured out is that with fathers, God gave them the innate and very wonderful ability to build self-esteem in children, whether boy children or girl children. God gave them that ability. I realize it, and many lack it because many homes are headed by matriarchal homes are headed by women, and only women growing men and women as children. So there's going to be some sort of a defect or dysfunction. So sit with people and leave people be. If it's not broken, don't fix it. In other words, if it's something weightless and baseless, don't focus on that. That's the least. But listen to me now, beauties. Minister Christopher Tufton, met in an accident. He was riding his bicycle, and the news report is that a popular entertainer hit him. Maybe it was accident. Hopefully it was accidental. Hopefully, But I'm going to give the person the benefit of the doubt that it was accidental. That he was hit down. But what surprises me is that we have allowed the vitriol of life, the difficulties of life, to make us cold-hearted. I noticed some of the comments under a post, where someone said, I hope the bicycle is okay. And quite a number of people liked it, and some people were laughing. But that was a very inhumane comment. It's not funny. It's not a light moment. And what people don't understand, those that laughed, is that the very same comment that they made to the minister because of their own personal feeling is that when your time comes, something more serious, it's the same way they're going to be laughing at you. It's the same way they're going to be laughing at you. In other words, you can't have, how do I put it? What you see people display in times of difficulty, in times of tragedy, in times of seriousness, in times of challenge, is who they are. It's who they are. I'm not saying that sometimes you can't slip and say, you know what, I don't like this, and try to make amends and try to do better. But I want you to understand the frailty of this thing called flesh. You see, if you dabble in the flesh, that is what you're going to reap. Evil, wickedness, death, and a sort of a gothic heart, an evil heart. Paul says the things that I don't want to do, I find myself doing, and the things that I don't want to do, I do. In other words, he's saying to you that the struggle is real, but you have to come to that place where you say, no, it's a human being. We're going to put all political affiliations aside. We're going to put all, feelings of whatever it is aside. If you don't like the man even, and just stay quiet. That's what I do, That's a strong way in dealing with somebody that you may not necessarily be fond of. You may not like their ways. Some people have hatred. I don't believe in that. Is that you stay quiet. Stay quiet. There are people who I'm not fond of their ways. I don't like them. I literally loathe and abhor their ways. Because for me, it's Jezebel-like, Ahab-like, King Ahab-like, and so on. Or Haman-like. And people come and say, you know, this person did this and that. I say, yes, that's good. That's very nice of the individual. I don't need to let them know how I feel. I don't need. That's one way to remain a decent human being, a man or woman of integrity and valor. You have to cultivate. It doesn't come natural, because sometimes you want, the flesh is tempted to say that they're all wicked, they're wicked human being. Yeah, but you don't need to tell you don't need to. You don't need to. So to ask if the bicycle is okay is quite evil. I thought it was a very evil comment. And I pray speedy recovery for the minister so that he can get back to do his duties, which, whether you think he's doing a good job or not, there must be some sort of a contribution, even if it is minor, that he's making in the ministry in which he is leading. Even if it is low, it is still some. So can you imagine nobody runs it? Just picture the ministry not being run by anyone. What would happen to the Ministry of Health? Don't do that, people. Don't allow the difficulties of life or the actions of people to make you become cold and bitter. That you say, hope the bicycle is okay. That's a very unfeeling, uncaring, evil comment to make. And I'm saying, whatever you dish out, it comes back to you. And it usually comes at an inopportune time. And it comes far worse. It comes far worse than what you would have originally dished out. Be careful. You know, speedy recovery to the minister. All right, guys. Follow me on TikTok. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Share this message.